Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Sylvia's Essentials, Makeup Tips for the Blind, and more is what I should start calling this video. But kidding aside, I thought that I would come up here today and do a simple, fun pie video for you guys, because I've been wanting to share this with you guys, okay? I'm going to make a icebox pie. An icebox pie goes way, way back when they had ice boxes before we have our modern refrigerators, because a lot of stuff was gone into the freezer, into the ice box, okay? People would have to go get a block of ice, and people would chill their pies in that ice box. But anyways, up to date. Like I said, this is a simple recipe to do. Now, the icebox pie that I'm going to be doing is a lime icebox custard pie. And I'm going to use a key lime, 1 key lime for zest, to give it that extra zip, all right, of lime flavor. And then right here I have my pie crust, and I'm going to go into a little bit about that. I had already baked it, but since I can only set my oven to 350 degrees, unless I get assistance with it, like I said, I have my oven on 350 to bake. A lot of recipes, of course, with baking a pie require 400 degrees. Some require, 375, etc. My heater just came on, so hopefully you can still hear me okay. But anyways, and what I did is I put a tin foil in here because it's a trick. So when you either make your own pie crust or you store-bought like this is, it's not graham cracker. I was going to use a graham cracker crust, but something happened with that. So I had some other frozen pie crust in my freezer. So this is just a regular basic pie crust. If you stick a sheet of tin foil in it and fold it up like that, and then make sure it fits in there with the sides around the edge exposed, then, and also you want to take a fork when it's cold, frozen, and poke the bottom of it with a fork. Inside of it, at the bottom, just poke some holes in it with a fork. That keeps your pie crust from bubbling. All right. So, and it also, this tin foil here, and you can use parchment paper too. A lot of people use parchment paper and pack it with dry beans or rice, but you don't have to do none of that. You can just put a piece of tin foil in it, secure it inside your crust, and that way your crust won't collapse. But like I said, since my oven's only on 350 to bake, that's easier for me to set. It sets that way automatically. I baked it for 30 minutes, okay? And it still came out a golden texture because I can tell by feeling it. Now, of course, you could bake it a little bit longer, but for this recipe, it doesn't need to be overly, I guess you could say, baked. So, like I said, I'm doing a icebox lime with a little bit of key lime custard pie. All right, so I have my bowl, my mixer here. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use 1 thing of Cool Whip. So let me open this. I have a knife here. Just get this going a lot quicker. Put my mess over here on the other side of the kitchen for now. And I had this Cool Whip sit for a little bit. You could put it in colder than this. I just wanted everything pretty much ready to go. All right, and I'm gonna take this size spoon just so I can scoop this out in my bowl. And I'm using a wire whisk. Doesn't matter what type of wire whisk you use. So I'm gonna, in a big bowl, I'm gonna scoop in my Cool Whip. And I hope you guys are doing well out there. Hope you enjoyed my sheer plum cheek blush video yesterday. Hope a lot of you tried it and practicing. I'm just using a spoon. I don't have a scraper on me right now. I do have one, but it's in my boxes somewhere. Because like I said, when I moved here over a year ago, I didn't take a lot of my stuff out. Oops. Spoon fell into. No biggie. I can wash my hands. So I'm going to put the lid back on this. Yeah, there's my dining room. And I'm going to wash my hands. I noticed in some of the cooking videos that my sink comes across kind of noisy. So I'm trying not to make it not as noisy. All right, I got a towel here so I can keep my hands wiped. All right. Next thing I'm going to use is 1 14-ounce can of condensed milk. And it doesn't have to be Eagle, store brand, sweetened condensed milk. I just hope this isn't making too much noise. I apologize if it's a little noisy. Alright, got that out. Alright, I'm going to set that aside for a minute. When you get stuff on your hands, just rinse it off. And try to remember to rinse under your fingernails as well as you go. If you have long nails, you know what I'm saying. Okay, I hope you can see that okay. All right. Now I'm gonna use my measuring cup here. I got some lime juice that you can get pretty much anywhere. And I'm gonna do this over the sink so I don't make huge mess. Now I have a half a cup measuring cup here. Okay, hold on. How do I open this? I bought a lime juice before, but I never bought one like this where, I don't know. Whoa, there we go. It wasn't coming out. You know, you live and you learn, right? Okay. So this, I have to squeeze it. So if you got the kind ball that you got to squeeze, just squeeze. Okay. All right, so I got leveling it a little bit. Don't want to waste too much of it. Okay. And I'm going to put this in my bowl. Like I said, this is half a cup of lime juice. All right, so we got that. All right, next thing, I have here is a kiwi lime. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this lime in half. All right, and then with my grater here, I'm going to use not the rough edge part of the grater. I'm going to zest this kiwi, okay? You want to use this part where the little lips go upward, and there's a bunch of them on that side. And I'm gonna, hold on a second, let me cut this better. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting on the outside of the lime so I can kind of like peel it back. Just be careful when you use your knife. I'm gonna peel this back so I can zest this. So I can get that extra lime flavor in there. All right. I'm gonna zest this. And a little bit of this goes a long way, too, just to let you know. All right, now I'm gonna do the other one, the other half. Like so. Now, this pie actually does not require any baking. That's why it's called an icebox pie. But because all I had in my freezer at this time was regular pie crust, I did, like I stated, bake the pie crust prior to me doing this, okay? But if you get a graham cracker crust cold, you put this ingredients in it and then you chill it, and that's it. And, all right, so I zested that side of the lime. All right, set this here for a second. I'm going to rinse my hand again. If you know, there's really just because I believe in keeping our hands clean. All right. So, like I said, we use our hands for everything when we're blind and visually impaired, right? Okay. So now I'm going to mix this. And what we want is for it to have a thick consistency. The acid from the lime is going to get into this, and it's going to come together like a custard. Doesn't require electric blender, just a whisk. And we're gonna whisk this good until it all blends together. Now, if you want to do a lemon one, it's the same thing, but I really like to use fresh lemons when I do a lemon icebox custard pie because it just, I don't know, it just tastes better. It just tastes more refreshing than the lemon juice. But if I'm going to use lime juice, I definitely want to zest my lime. What I'm gonna do here, wipe my hand off a second, is I'm gonna get a spoon. Hold on a second here. Got some other silverware here. Okay. I'm going to take my grater and make sure I got all the zest out of it. Because you know how it has a tendency to stick? Okay, we're good. I just wanted to make sure that I got all the zest from the lime. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna mix this a little bit more. See, this is easy breezy and fun. Just mix all that goodness together. And I'm telling you, this is delicious. Okay, it's all mixed together. All right, now I'm going to get a big spoon. I have one here in my clean dishes. These are all clean. Second, because I put it in here yesterday when I was doing dishes. All right, so I'm gonna use a spoon like this because it's kind of like a scraper spoon. Okay, got my pie crust here. Take the tin foil out. See how it kept the crust together? They call this, no pun intended, a blind bake pie. That means there's nothing in it, okay, when you bake it. And pour this in the center of your pie. Just go slow. But you don't want to make a huge mess. And you want to smooth it out from the bottom of the spoon and smooth outward, like a little bit like a circular motion, and just kind of lightly, gently push to the side, all around. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just do the best you can. All right, scrape out some more. Hold on a second. Okay. And they also have a gel icebox pie. But to be honest with you, I've never made one of them, to be honest with you. I'm gonna set this here full now. And I'm gonna, oh, I made a mess. But you know what? It's all good. That's why I have the cookie sheet there. And another tip when you're baking your pie is to put your pie on a cookie sheet. So when you bake it and take it out of the oven, nothing boils on you or anything. Okay? It's also good when you're blind partial-sighted to use tacky trays. When you're mixing, breaking an egg, dealing with flour, All right, so I'm just smoothing this out. Now, a lot of people, when they do these pies with lemon or lime, they do like a design with the skin. I don't know how to do that. Okay, so it's smoothed out. All right, so what you want to do with this pie is you want to chill it in the refrigerator for 3 hours or let it sit overnight either in the freezer or the fridge. If you put it in the freezer, it turns out more of like a thicker, custrier, you know, like an ice cream consistency. Like if you put it in the fridge, it'll firm up. So that's why it's important to let this chill in the fridge. Okay, so try it, and it's absolutely delicious. Okay, and if you try it with lemon, you want to use 2 fresh lemons squeezed. All right, and I will do that sometime in another video in the future. And please like, share, and subscribe my video and let people know, hey, what blind people and visually impaired, partially sighted people can do out there. All right, we can do anything. We can cook, we can bake, try different dishes. All right, so thank you for joining me, and till my next video, you take care out there. All right, God bless. All right. Rinsing my hands off before I deal with my camera. Okay. Take care. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you got something out of it. Thank you.